Coach will take an opening statement, and then I'll open up to questions.
Congrats to Bill and his team, and we made the comeback at our place. They made the comeback here. They're a good ball club. We had opportunities. The first half, when they had the big foul trouble, we didn't take advantage of it. And then the second half, we're up 8. We have a countless number of fast break opportunities where we don't, we get charges, turnovers, we don't get anything out of them. Lost their poise a little bit. They doubled Dimitri, credit to them. They went and doubled him, and then, the one time he got it to DJ got a nice little jumper, didn't make it. And then Dimitri gets a couple turnovers, a couple offensive fouls there that really hurt us. Some second chance points, turnovers, creating points on the other end. And then there was a stretch. They had shot so many threes. I thought we defended pretty well, got to the threes better. And all of a sudden they just took it. Crawford took us, Nash took us. I think Thompson got into the lane, and then then Sherna hit the three. That kind of was the dagger. But you could write the same story you've written countless number of times with us this year. We don't get stops in the second half. I think they scored 14 out of 16 times down the stretch. We don't have a go-to guy to make a play when it gets tough, and then we don't have the leadership we need. And the decision for the players not to talk to the media is mine, because they don't talk to each other. And there's no way they should talk to you guys if they don't talk to each other. I went in the locker room, no one said a word. So until they start talking and taking leadership, they're not talking to anyone else. So I don't know when it'll end. I hope it ends soon. Somebody's got to take this team and go with it, but right now it's not happening.
Down the stretch, after they kept doubling Dimitri, you took Dimitri off the ball. What did you hope to get out of those sets?
Just to get him moving without the ball and use the screen. Dimitri is so used to getting it, he keeps running back to it. And just be patient, spread the court. You have them come off of Tisdale, because they wouldn't switch. They were switching everything except for the big guy, and they did a couple times even on the big guy. But let somebody else handle it. Don't let them double. Let Dimitri come off, but he's been good for us. He's given us pretty good effort. Not always on the defensive end, but offensively, he's been our one, consistent shining light. He just lost his poise in that stretch, and it really hurt us, because tonight we needed him to be pretty consistent.
Is it too early to hit the panic button in terms of Big Ten play for this team?
Well, we just got to win a game. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about anything except trying to win a game. We go to Penn State. I thought we had our best shoot-around we've had all year today. Thought, they took the lead early, but we didn't panic. I thought we took it to them, go on a 20-2 run, have opportunities. We just don't play very smart. Some of it's the young guys. Some of it, we try to hit home runs, and we don't need to hit home runs. We need to hit singles. And Tiz had the big game last time, and you can say we didn't get it to him. They fought him a little harder, pushed him a little more. Probably we weren't as patient as we needed to be.
Can you talk about Mike Davis?
He had a little bit of sickness and a little bit of foul trouble, and Dominique gave us pretty good numbers. Tyler, I feel bad because he deserves to play. But he got a couple quick fouls in the first half, and I don't know. We just probably should go to him more. It's sad because he works very hard and he cares.
So with Dimitri, were they were just doubling him?
They just ran at him just to get the ball out of his hands. It's smart. I'm sure some other people start doing it. They do it to Evan Turner. Teams have done it. But then he's got to keep his poise, and it's something we haven't faced all year. But it's like a press. Now you back it up, move the ball, now get into your offense. But we didn't do that today.
In the first half, you guys took advantage with Michael Thompson on the bench with 2 fouls. What difference does he make for them when he's in?
Oh, he's their leader. He runs the show. He didn't score against us either game very well, but he takes care of the basketball and gets them in their stuff, and he wants to win, and that's all he cares about. And he does the things that a leader needs to do to help him win.
Time for a couple more questions.
Which one? with you're up 8, do you feel good or?
Takes 3-on-2, and then a couple of them it was like 3-on-3.5, and then you just back it out and run offense and make them guard a little bit. And 16 turnovers. They're really not a real pressing team per se. Not very good.
Anything else?
Can you talk about DJ's performance tonight?
Made some shots. I thought DJ and Brandon were important for us because they can make plays and shots. Billy gives us great hustle and he cares. I thought he did a pretty good job on Sherner. I know Sherner had foul trouble, and then the second half Sherner got going a little bit. But, we need those guys to play well. And it's a tough environment to learn, and, they're getting a lot of good experience. I thought Brandon was a little better. He still, kind of gives into the threes off and on.
Coach, you keep saying Billy cares. Is there an implication others don't to that level?
Billy plays hard as he can play. He gives his all. And I don't think all the other guys play as hard as they need to play for us to be successful. I mean, I said that before the season. I was worried about it. Leadership, toughness, playing hard, defense. And I'm saying it right now. And I told you can write the same story you wrote way back when. It hasn't changed. Somewhere it's got to change. I wrote it on the board the other day, improvement, changing, striving for something, taking the game, making some strides with our team. And we just can't do it. We always have somebody missing to have the consistency we need.
You mentioned the environment was tough to play in. Can you talk a little bit about?
Well, it got loud. The other team makes a run. Now you got to have somebody, make a play. Somebody make a shot. Somebody get a steal. Somebody make a play. And it just didn't go our way.
It seemed early guys were trying to make changes. Like Brandon looked a little bit different out there, and Tisdale was Allen. I mean, it seemed like guys were at least trying to make a change early.
I think it's something we talked about with Brandon shot fake out in the lane. It's I guess maybe it's we want it to happen overnight. It may not happen. I don't know. But we got to keep working. You can't stop playing. You can't. We get a day off, a couple days of practice. See if we can go get Penn State.
All right, thank you, Coach.